Big night of boxing, of course, this weekend in Riyadh.
Nice.
Bivol versus Beterbiev. One of the fights on the undercard sees Jack Massey take on Jai Opetaia. He's fighting for Opetaia's IBF Cruiserweight belt.
Yeah.
I think Jack was planning, if not to be on honeymoon, but certainly be on honeymoon this summer and to get married. But that's been put on hold as he fights for the belt.
Yeah.
And we can cross to Riyadh now and have a chat with Jack and indeed his trainer, Joe Gallagher. Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Jack, you got a very understanding missus, clearly, when you said, we're not going to the Maldives. I'm off to Riyadh to fight.
Yeah. She knows the game. You know, she knows what it's about. But you know, it'll be even sweeter honeymoon after this fight and pick up that world title. So yeah, we can make it a little bit nicer. So it's all good.
You said
it's the IBF world title, by the way.
Oh,
not the
sorry.
IBF.
Oh, I do apologise. Yeah.
It's okay.
I think you said you'd like to take the belt with you to the Maldives, but I think it's likely to set off the scanners. There's quite a lot of metal on that, I think.
It might do, yeah. It might get pulled at the airport.
You want to take it on holiday with you? Get a life, put the tool down.
That's all I'll be wearing on the beach.
Not on your honeymoon.
It looked good in a pair
In the bedroom, I'll just have the belt on.
over a pair of Speedos round the pool. It look $1 million, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Stop it. I just had lunch. Stop it.
And Jai Opetaia is the favourite, but I'm sure you guys have put all your work in, and you know how you can beat him.
Yeah, listen, usually when my fighters are in this type of big fight, we're always the underdog, and this suits our genes and genetics of the gymnasium. Gallagher's gym, we like going into it as the underdogs. Jai Opetaia is one of the most feared fighters, pound for pound, in the world at the moment. And when we got the telephone call, Jack didn't hesitate in taking that opportunity. Here we are, 2 or 3 days away from the big main event. We had the fighters' arrivals last night, and Jack's in great shape. We're in a great place. We've got a good team here with us, and we're looking forward to fight night. We know the big task ahead of us. We're used to the big nights and the big venues and the big stars that arrive and turn up. We've just got to make sure Jack, it's his moment in night on Broadway, and when you're on Broadway, when you make your debut, you either choke or you shine, and we've got to make sure Jack doesn't choke and he shines and he goes in there and rips that world title away from him.
How's the training camp been, Jack?
Yeah, it's been great. You know, I'm fit and ready for this. So yeah, it's all gone to plan and all gone really well.
We had Jai Opetaia in last week in the studio, guys, and he was very nice about you. This is what he had to say.
You know, I'm expecting a tough fight from Massey. He's a durable opponent. He's tough as nails. He's got a good engine. I'm expecting 12 rounds of war, man. Jack Massey has my full focus. You know what I mean? I am not looking past this fight. I know this is going to be a tough fight. So those fights will come when they come. But, you know, 12th of October, I'm locked in.
I think I'd asked him just about Usyk because he'd mentioned that before, wanting to fight him at some point. But, Jack, there is a sort of mandatory for the winner of this just around the corner, isn't there?
Yes. So, you know, he's a respectful guy, you know, listening to him talk there. It's, you know, we're both similar, we both respect each other, and, you know, there's not going to be any trash talking before this fight, and, you know, we both sort of get in there and put hands on each other, do you know what I mean? That's what it's all about. We're both fighters, and there's no need for the trash talking, but what I will say, he needs to get my second name right.
Yes.
Full focus. Can't even get your surname right, so I think you might be telling a little lie there, mate. Do you know what I mean? So, Jack Massey, that's it now. Whole camp, we're going to call him Massey everywhere.
That's it, Jack. Don't call me Massey. That'll be the way
nice.
That'll be it.
Yeah. I'll have a Muhammad Ali situation again. What's my name?
Yeah.
What's my name? Go on.
You've only got 2 defeats on your record, Jack. They say you learn more from defeats than you do from victories. What have you learned from those defeats?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I wouldn't call one of them a defeat against Riatpour. You know, it's very close
points,
fight.
wasn't it? Yeah, points.
It's a bit of a stinking division, but decision. Yeah, but the Joseph Parker fight. You know, it was. You know, we had to step up to heavyweight.
Yeah.
You know, from cruiserweight, I wasn't even big getting in the ring. You know, we got the phone call and it was a bit of a mad one. It was a bit like, I'm not even a heavyweight. Do you know what I mean? And I saw it as a massive opportunity and to get my name out there, and yeah, we stepped up, made a good account of myself, and stayed in there for 10 rounds and give it my all and give it my best. So and since that fight, it's just been sort of on the up. So yeah, it's all good.
I mean, a couple of years ago, Jack, you were working on a building site, labouring. You had a few sort of issues around promoters. So I take it now, here you are 2 years on with a title fight. It's a dream come true.
It is, yeah. It's a dream come true. Yeah, I was labouring for my brother on the freezing cold scaffolding site, and I think it was snowing at the time, and I got the phone call, and it was literally for the Parker fight, and it was literally it was a straight yes. And my brother was a bit cheesed off. He was like, "Oh, you've not even going to finish me out this, help me finish this job. You're going in a nice warm gym soon." And but yeah, it's massive opportunity out here. It's been amazing. Been very looked after since we've been here, and looking forward to Saturday night.
And Joe, finally, how do you find the setup out there? I mean, it's a new frontier. There's been plenty of fights out there in recent years, but how do you find sort of preparing fighters for the big nights out in Riyadh?
Listen, I've been used to it, being out here now for the past year. I run the Mike Tyson boxing gym out here, seeing the development of the young boxers coming through here, where basically they were all into MMA events, and now, like I say, they're into boxing. His Excellency having these big Riyadh season nights here, having Tyson Fury here, having Usyk here, having Joshua here. It's inspired a new generation of young kids here, where the gymnasiums are busy. As far as for the training camp, listen, there's only a 2-hour training time difference from back in the UK and here, so it hasn't been that hard. The facilities are brilliant, and it hasn't been that much. It's a bit different when you go into America. You have to deal with a time frame as 5 hours or 8 hours. Here, over here, it's just 2 hours, and as you can see there, Jack's full of health and full of beans, and can't wait for Saturday night. And as I talk, Mr. talkSPORT's joined me today. Just looks like he's just come off a sunbed. We're not talking about Simon Jordan, by the way. We're talking about Spencer Oliver. He's managed to turn up here now at the moment, so he's got a smile on his face, so he's enjoying it. So there you go.
Fantastic. So, look, guys, lovely to talk to you both. Appreciate it, and we wish you well, Jack.
Good luck, Jack.
As well on the
Thank
night.
you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
There we are. There's Jack Massey fighting at the weekend for the IBF Cruiserweight title against Jai Opetaia.
No swearing. Just said his name wrong.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, what's
furious.
my name?
Imagine that was the thing.
What's mine? Imagine him standing over
What's
him.
my name?
It's going to be an interesting fight, actually. I think
Yeah,
it should be a good fight. A bit of respect there between the men and all that.
And the two defeats he's got, Riyad Poor, really top level fighter, isn't he? Riyad Poor,
and obviously
and
he
Joseph
fought Joseph Parker at heavyweight.
He's a
and
proper heavyweight, proper contender.
He says he is a cruiserweight. So
yeah.
Anyway, so a big night. We've got a big watch along for you on the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel. We'll bring you some more details of that.
They're fun, those. I don't know if anyone's. Have you ever tuned into one, Paul?
Yes, I've seen one or two. Yeah. They do
they're
very well.
good
Spencer
value.
was telling me
they get
they get a really good audience.
Yeah,
for
they get
them,
about 1 million watching them a lot of the time. So it's very good.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.